We've been here for about 2.5 years, the restaurant has, although it was a diner for 36 years before that, and we kind of retrofitted it. Certainly, when you look around this place, you see a beer can collection on the wall, you might see even a plant might kind of invoke that 70s thing, what your mom kind of had at home when you were growing up. And when people come in, you know, they often will say something like, oh, my mom had that exact same pattern in her kitchen. The dinner menu really was stylized after TV dinners, and we've really elevated that food to a higher level. So we do things like Not Your Mom's Meatloaf, which has portobello mushrooms, roasted red peppers. We serve it with a port wine veal demi. It's also got an oatmeal base, which is usually meatloaf is made with just breadcrumbs. Our pot pies, we call them wow pot pies, because usually when you bite into one, you say wow. It's in a homemade puff pastry, and then we fill that with a rich velouté, kind of a nice mixture of that pot pie feeling that you always remember when you were a little kid.
Okay, Richard, I don't know about you, but when I see that, I'm ready to throw on my Leif Garrett album and rock out. Tell us why you recommended Kitsch'n.
Well, there you go. Leif Garrett.
Leif Garrett, 70s.
I have that album in my stock.
Of course.
I have it, Al. I actually have it.
I might need to get another copy.
Yeah, right.
I think, number one, it's the ultimate comfort, food, and atmosphere destination in the city. And that's one reason it just feels like going home again.
What did you
Well,
have?
I don't know about where you live, though, Richard. I mean, you live in the 70s and
Yes.
with the
Yes.
then it is just like going home
We are
again.
family, Val. I definitely love the comfort food. I'm not like a fancy food kind of person, kind of guy. So I had the chicken pot pie, which I've had many times. It's wonderful. I mean, what's not to love about a Twinkie tiramisu?
That was the ultimate. These aren't just Twinkies. You know, this has the little thing around the edge of the plate, like gourmet presentation with the powdered cocoa on top, like a good tiramisu.
This is a foofy Twinkie.
It's a foofy.
This
It's
is a
fancy
very
Twinkie.
foofy Twinkie.
Oh, yeah,
it's
foofy
so
Twinkie.
sweet you can't believe
Really?
it.
They really take these foods that many of us grew up with and kind of gourmet. Okay, give me the words.
Gourmetize
Gourmet. What was it? You know.
Gourmetum is good. That's fine.
There you go. And in the whole retro atmosphere, I mean, you can sit a little Formica table. It's a great place to take people when they come visit the city. Kids love it. It's a really great family place. And it just feels really relaxed and comfortable.
Roger, what did you try when you ate there?
Pancakes.
Pancakes?
Yeah, and they were good. I just wanted something that I usually get. You know what I mean? It's just like regular pancakes, tea. It was great.
And this information will come in handy later when we talk about your favorite place.
Right.
We'll save that.
I mean, if I lived in the neighborhood, I'd probably eat there a few times.
What they didn't do, which I love, is they didn't just decide to do a theme restaurant, as we have a million of around, you know, a chain theme restaurant, and then name all their hamburgers by some theme. They actually took good food and made interesting things with it, and I love the Etch-a-Sketches. Did you see the Etch-a-Sketch that's in the front window?
I think it's not only good for kids, but even the
Grown-up kids.
Grown-up kids.
Oh, it's for grown-up
Grown-up
kids.
kids.
Little
Totally.
kids wouldn't know what in the world. I mean, it's cute, but they wouldn't get it.
Right. They did, in fact, take a lot of time to collect antique toasters, the memorabilia, the Etch-a-Sketches. I mean, everything they have there is...
That's great.
It's kind of like eating in Barbie's dream house. It really is.
It is.
Do you think there are some people that wouldn't necessarily get it? Like the whole concept of the restaurant?
This
it's
may,
hard to
may
imagine.
not be for the Epicurean. It's not quite as fancy.
At least an Epicurean without a sense of humor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Roger, what's important for you if you go to a restaurant? What kinds of things are you looking for specifically?
I go to the same places all the time.
Yeah.
And I get the same thing all the time. I sort of like sit in the same spot all the time, and I'm like,
Oh, you'd be fun to go out to dinner with, Roger.
but you know, I mean, it's different.
After the first week, it's like, where are we doing this Friday?
I'll go back, 50
Another
times
one?
so if I find something I like.
And that's hard as a restaurant, owner too. It's when you have a menu that you've had for a year or for a season even, people get really attached to certain dishes. But I think what we try to do as restaurateurs is keep things always interesting and evolving and fun and exciting for our customers, but also have available to them things that they like to go in there and eat, like you do. You like to go in and have the same thing every time. And I think at Kitsch'n they do that too. Like they're known for their pot pie, they're known for certain dishes and
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts are good.
At Kitsch'n.
Yeah. I mean, where else?
Never had a Pop-Tart.
I mean, where else would you go to have Twinkie tiramisu and Pop-Tarts?
I know. Have you heard about it before, either?
I had not.
not.
That was a great discovery. I thought that was a great choice. Yeah, you did good.
Go ahead,
You did good, Richard. You did.
Well, Richard, this is your favorite restaurant, so why don't you go ahead and give us a summary of it?
To me, this is like in the movie Oliver, where the kid comes up with a bowl and says, "Please, sir, I want some more." It's because he just ate a Kitsch'n. Am I right?
That's very good. That's very good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great, and Roger, for you?
I'm going back.
Great. And Val?
It was funky and very definitely retro and wonderfully comfortable.
Okay, well, you can find Kitsch'n at 2005 West Roscoe in Chicago. The number there is 773-248-7372. And they're open Tuesday through Saturday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And they're open Sundays for brunch. They're closed on Monday, so don't try to go on a Monday. And the average tab per person without the drinks is $13 a person.